What is good, YouTube? Warstu here with a video on Avengers Doomsday. So as we know, they are currently setting up multiple new sets for Avengers Doomsday. One that looks like WandaVision and one that looks like Deadpool and Wolverine, which could very well be the Void, and there's other ones. There's a set that looks like the X-Men. So today's plot leak that we're going over covers a lot of this stuff, but this plot leak is coming from a very reliable source. And this plot leak was sent to me before these sets were being made. So yo, if you're new around here, what the freaking hell are you doing? Make sure to subscribe to never miss any of the Marvel, DC, casual, multiverse, pop culture based content that I try to deliver on a daily basis. If you're new around here, make sure to subscribe if you want to see the beautiful face behind the beautiful voice. Check us out on Instagram at Warstu. I have a channel over there where I can post these new set leaks much quicker. And also, I don't have to run the risk of getting a copyright claim or a copyright strike putting it on the YouTube channel. So, check us out on Twitter, WarstuG. And yes, some of you did notice on one of the videos I posted recently, this is a very different microphone. This isn't my normal setup because I'm currently 5,000 miles away from where I normally record. So, I'm using my travel setup. So, sorry, bros. Lads and ladettes, if the audio isn't as good as it normally is. I haven't got my Shure SM7B microphone with me, so let's break it down. It's also worth saying we can never confirm or verify if these plot leaks are true, but they're always fun to go over. So, Doom needs Wanda, and Loki pleads for him to stop the incursion. Interesting. Doom needs Wanda, and Loki pleads for him to stop the incursion. Since Wanda has been gone, the fabric of reality has slowly begun to crack. However, Dr. Doom realizes the only way to stop this destruction is by harnessing Wanda's power, so he makes it his mission to find her and take her powers from her, dead or alive. As we know, she's pretty much been confirmed to be in this movie, although she keeps denying it. This is the only way to restore the multiverse to what it once was and save total destruction. However, whilst attempting to save everything, Doom actually starts the incursions between several different universes. Now, we can somewhat predict and forecast what's going to happen in this movie. So yeah, bros and lads, you could say, yeah, this is like, you know, made up and fan casting, but I don't think so. As everything is slowly stretching and tearing the boundaries of different universes break, Loki, however, attempts to contain it all and stop these incursions. Loki begins to plead with Doom not to do this, but Doom has other plans where everything is at risk. He needs to take the chance and create a chain of incursions throughout the entire multiverse, hoping that at least one or a few universes will survive. This does actually make a lot of sense. Project 10,005. As the worlds begin to slowly pull against each other, we see one of the first worlds affected by it. The Fox X-Men universe. Charles, Magneto and other mutants meet up and discuss what is going on. Yeah, okay. We've seen these fake plot leaks, these fake images going around which were confirmed and verified to be fake. But your boy called it out. Their universe is being pulled towards the dying point of the incursion. Someone is behind this and is doing this, they assume. They agree they must go to Monica's universe and speak with their leaders before it is too late. So off to the 616. Marvel's first family. Obviously the Fantastic Four on Earth. 616, currently after the events of the First Steps movie and discovering multi-dimensional energy spikes and match a prophecy known as the Final Incursion or Final Occlusion. Reed and the rest of the group begin to devise a plan defense strategy as they can see other universes are on their way and they aren't happy to party in that. Earth's last line of defense. Wong and Earth reach out to Val and Nick Fury and warn them there is something big on the way. They need all their big guns. They discuss a new line of defense, new set of Avengers if you will. Wong asks Val if she's willing to have Sentry and the Thunderbolts serve as Avengers to help defend Earth from invaders and attempt to repel this incursion. Multiversal Avengers. Across the multiverse we see several teams form councils if you like. Some of these teams are familiar with others and completely different heroes and villains. They have one thing in common though. They realise that Earth 616 is the incursion point where everything is set to go off. Meanwhile, we see Monica in the X-Men universe where fragments and different realities begin to ripple. The Doomsday. As Doom begins to reshape reality and save the multiverse, he brings together many key point layers. Avengers, mutants, mystics, and variants, all together on a single battlefield. Here is where the multiverse war really begins at the centre of it all. Friendships breaking apart, heroes and villains, alliances dying, alliances altering in an instant. And in the end, where everything begins, it will choose death or destruction. Doomsday. Now, as we know, this movie will have to end on a major cliffhanger, because if it doesn't, then it will be a repeat of, every other Marvel movie, and that's most likely when most people don't like Marvel movies anymore. So, the post-credit scene. In the void between everything, a shadow figure steps out and speaks. As he gazes about the destruction, he mutters, "Destruction everywhere, civilianship fallen, and when it is all settled on, only a single destiny remains." Now, this is interesting because we know when Marvel did their insane 6-hour live stream, they introduced 27 characters, but they purposely left out multiple characters. Monica Rambeau, Doctor Strange, because, like I said in the previous video, Doctor Strange went ahead in time to see how they could defeat Thanos, but what if he really went ahead in time to see what was coming past Thanos? Because realistically, people seem to think that Doctor Strange can't see past his own death, but realistically, where we are in the MCU, Doctor Strange is gone somewhere with Clea at the end of Multiverse Madness that look like the Dark Dimension. So is there anything in this plot leak that is so condescending and so out of reach? I don't think there is. I think this is one of the most realistic plot leaks we've been over. And yes, I understand criticism that Warstu gets a lot. I have been over a lot of plot leaks. But realistically, I think this is a very reliable one. There's nothing in this that screams that it's too far-fetched. So as we know, there is an account called Unbox PhD, I think they're called, and there's been multiple new set photos coming out, and then you've got these fake-ass scoopers claiming they know. Recently there was a Deadpool and Wolverine one, and people are like, "Oh, this is the Void, this is the Void." Well, look, did you actually watch Deadpool and Wolverine? If you watched Deadpool and Wolverine, you would already know that the Void is essentially going to become Battleworld. Let's not pretend that that's new information. But it is interesting, these leaks coming out and people trying to make out they know what they're on about. Because for me, it's like, okay, if you knew these things were coming, why do you only say you know what it is? Post someone else reveal them. Now, there's multiple statues being revealed. Avengers Doomsday set, 4 statues have been revealed. And some people claim it's X-Mansion versus Doom's Mansion. Now, we will go away and talk about this in a different video. As I've said, I am away at the other side of the universe. I'm away in the multiverse at the moment, so I can't cover everything that I want to cover, but I still will be covering some stuff. So the Deadpool and Wolverine set has been built. Some of it almost looks like there's the Avengers Doomsday spaceship causing parts of the to cause some kind of crater. It's interesting seeing people break down these sets, because realistically, outside of Unbox PhD, no one's got a freaking clue what they are, and most people are just guessing. And these fake ass scoopers, yes, I would say that these fake ass scoopers are just coming up with little ideas, and they have realistically no more idea than anyone else does, but they come on their high horse and then hide stuff behind a paywall on Patreon, and everyone seems to think they know what they're on about. But like I say, and I'm openly going to say it, if they knew what was coming, then why didn't these people actually talk about this stuff before ahead of time? They are no different to anyone else. They just have a big following. So like I say, guys, like YouTubers, content creators, we're no better than the fans. We're just voicing our opinion. These scoopers are literally the same. They're just randomly voicing an opinion and making out they know what's going on. The difference is I'm one of the few creators that will actually tell you. I'm just telling you what I think's going on. I'm telling you what I've heard. And so far, I think this could be a very credible plot leak. So let me know, guys, who do you actually think is muttering in the post-credit scene for this movie? Because as we know, there will be a post-credit scene. Now, I know Marvel gets a lot of criticism because most of their post-credit scenes don't go anywhere. It's like Shang-Chi is supposed to be one of the most important characters. Yeah, we've not seen him anywhere since his movie came out many moons ago. But I'd love to know what you guys actually think. Who is muttering destruction everywhere, civilizations falling apart, and when it's all settled, only one single destiny remains? That is Doomsday. So like always, guys, check us out on Instagram at Warstu to see your face. Check us out on Twitter, Warstu J, and I'll catch you in the video, guys, very soon. Catch ya later.